But what is your definition of romantic love? As a man, as a soulless man who has no heart.
I don't think honestly, I've seen this throughout my life, is that women mature way faster than men. And I think it's exponential. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Where
like it keeps going up and up, like
really quickly.
The farther along you are, the faster it goes up. Kind of
yeah,
thing.
like times 2, times 4, times 8.
Exactly.
And you can see that throughout your whole life, and you guys start maturing way faster at like 11 or 12, and we're still like 12-year-olds when we're 16.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't think I can fully grasp what romantic love is. And I only know what maternal love is, or unconditional love is, because my mom was good and my dad was good.
I feel you. So if you can't grasp it, what would your definition of it be if you were to have a definition of it?
So say I'm like guessing or whatever.
Yeah.
Romantic love. I mean, it's weird because you feel things when you like. I'm just gonna go back to my first and only other girlfriend. I only dated her for like, I forgot how long. I can't remember if it was 6 months or longer. But and I remember saying that I loved her, and what I felt was, I don't know. I was a teenager. It might have been intense horniness. You know.
Wait, how old were you?
I was probably 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be, actually that's probably a bad example because I was even younger, and so it would be even more of a shot in the dark. But I remember it was mostly through text. Like I would see her kind of rarely. And so it could have been like missing her like a lot.
Definitely. And when you're young, you also really idealize people if you don't see them a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like really idealize them.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Like she was a man, and I don't want to talk about her like that, but she was, she was a lot. She was going to mental institutions, and she had problems with drugs and addiction. She was self-harming, all these things at a very early age, and I was trying to stop all of it. Like it was, it's a lot of. I know, and I always downplay it because I wasn't going through it personally, but it's a lot of pressure when you think this person's going to kill themselves if you leave them.
Totally. Yeah, I've been in a similar situation.
And you're trying to constantly make them healthier, and they don't get healthier, so you feel like you're not doing your best, and if you leave, then all your work is going to be gone. But I was caring. I was caring, and I was giving my all. And like whenever I had a chance, I would send paragraphs of stuff to like make her feel better. So, but it was work. So it's hard. Like, is love give and take? It has to be if it's a fair love. But if you love somebody. And it's not necessarily give or take, but then they don't know if they're giving when you're giving. They think that, or they might be so self-involved that they don't notice that what you're giving.
Yeah, I would say a healthy relationship is give and take.
Yeah, like an ideal.
Yeah. But you can still love someone that doesn't give you anything. If that's what you think love is. Most of the times that I've felt like I've loved someone where it wasn't enough give or take, it wasn't love.
I feel you.
And I've said I love you to quite a few people, but now looking back, I probably only meant it to 2 people, including you.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But I meant it at the time.
Right.
But it wasn't.
You don't mean it now. I mean, that's all experience talking.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
But I don't know, now a romantic relationship, I guess it's romantic relationship.
Romantic love, baby.
Oh, romantic love. I don't know. The, what do you call it? The like thinking side of me says,
Oh my god.
what?
Nothing. Oh my god.
Um,
Nothing. No. I'm just like thinking how different our reactions to this question are. That just reinforces what I'm thinking.
I mean,
It's totally no. It's totally fine
familiarity.
that this is how you feel. It's totally fine. That this is how you feel.
Yeah, no, I'm
It's
just trying to be real.
interesting
I could give a bunch of like quotes and
Yeah.
poems, but
I feel you.
for me personally, like left side of the brain says familiarity over time.
I feel you.
Even in because for me, who's a hard worker, like a hard worker who can do multiple things at once. Like I feel like I like personally like have a lot of drive and potential for a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I can care for a lot of people, and so I would list or not list, but like I would have a set number of people who I love and care for, and so that would include like you, Sam. I don't know. This is love, right? So I don't necessarily love a lot of people. I'd say you and Sam and maybe like two other people. But
yeah, well, if we're not talking romantic love, I mean, you can care about someone a lot and not love them.
Romantic, yeah. See, I just and so if I was to describe how I felt towards you, you're someone I love and care for. Maybe it's the build up, like building someone. I get the one person thing because that's how I viewed our relationship, is that we're one person now. And so you're kind of my other half. Yeah. So I guess that would be like the closest I could get to romantic love in the purest form. But I feel like, I don't know, like Sam is like a half of me as well. I guess it's as far as practicality of it, because there's the emotional part and then there's the everyday part. So I guess it would be a partner and then a love, which I would say a partner's closer because that's every day. So romance or the purest form of love. Because if they're with you every day and they're still with you, that means they accept you fully for who you are. Maybe it's acceptance for everything that you are.
A big part of it.
I think that might be it. Is acceptance for everything you are.
Yeah.
And
I would say like understanding more personally, but yeah.
Well, I think acceptance implies understanding, but it also implies that you are okay with it and you're okay with it every day. I don't know.
I feel you.
Because I'm a weird dude, and there's not a lot of people that would be okay with the things I say or the things I do, but you do, and so I don't know, it's weird. It's a really hard question. Like that's like, I feel like the deepest philosophical question, because feelings can rarely be described by themselves, and so to describe something so powerful.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I feel like you're a part of me, and I feel like Sam's a part of me, and then I feel like I'm missing parts of me because I'm not in touch with certain people, but I still feel like they're a part of me.
I feel you, baby. It seems like to me like you view all types of relationships as important as each other.
Yeah. Is
that true?
Like it's all
like familial love, friendship, romantic love, and like the very close friend love.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it.
Because it's very surprising to me how you keep bringing up like people, like other people.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. It seems like you just view it all as the same, not the same, but like on the same level of importance.
Yeah, that makes so much sense, and it makes sense why I can't push it past a certain level with people. Because I feel like once you get to my plane of important people, like you're there, you made it, you know?
I feel you. And that you don't forget them.
And I think it might be my age and unexperience that I'm not able to reach past the plane.
I feel you, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think that's almost healthy. I don't know, maybe not, but I don't know. I just, for me, when I date someone, I usually put them on a higher level than like anyone else.
Mhm.
Like even my family. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And a lot of people get upset about that.
Well,
Even if I don't put them on like an extremely important plane, it's more important than other people,
Mhm.
which people don't like really. When I do
feel
that,
you.
see
It's like I have been moving all my life, so I either like choose the people I forget and remember and then move on. And so like if I move to Arizona, and then I meet Sam and he's my best friend, then he's now gonna be on this plane and then I'm gonna move on. But I don't have any more chances to necessarily put him above anybody else. You feel me? Because if I go to Oregon and then I have another best friend, like Sam is like here. So if I meet someone else that's here, then they have to be on the same plane, or else
you're gonna have to pick one.
Choosing favorites, yeah. And I'm afraid to lose people because you know, you start choosing favorites, people want to leave.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason I have like less friends too, because
I feel
you know I put everybody on this plane.
I feel you, baby. That makes sense.
You feel me?
Yeah, I totally feel you. That makes total sense.
But yeah, I've never talked about this stuff, so it's kind of cool.
Cool, baby. I love you.
I love you.
What? There was one more thing I wanted to talk about from the beginning, but I forgot what it was. Give me a sec.
Yeah, take your time. I'll cut all this.
Thank you. If we were to break up, you've said a couple times that you would still want to be friends.
Actually, in fact, I would want to be, if it was possible and you could handle it, I would want to be roommates. In fact, wow. I would want to, because after we break up, I don't think I'm ever going to date again. Like, I don't think I want to be with anybody, just because of what we built, and it's so much.
That's so interesting.
That I feel like I've used my time, and I know, and I understand it all now. And so I think if we broke up, like, I'd want to be alone, but I mean, we're so perfect that, like, I feel like I would love if we were roommates.
I feel like we do get along really well.
Like even if we slept with each other still, like we cuddle every
we're also
night.
really good at cuddling with each other.
Right, like I don't know. I feel like
I can
like
see that.
human wise, it's impossible. Like people don't like they think if things end, it has to like end. But
I feel
life
you.
is so malleable.
No.
Like everything is
always,
so.
There's been so many times where I've like been friends with my exes or like stayed in contact with them. As you know. If I think about it, if there's anyone that I would be okay with doing that with, it would probably be you.
I think it would be great.
But the thing is, if we were to break up and have that happen, we would have to be like a mutual breakup situation.
Oh.
Like we both agree that like this isn't working. Kind of thing. Which I do think is possible for us because I think we
communicate.
We communicate well. We're on the same page a lot of the time.
And things are usually like a gradual. Like,
yeah.
and we can see the changes.
Yeah.
You know,
Things don't really usually happen out of the blue, I think. But yeah, I could possibly see that happening
if it was
if it was a mutual breakup.
I feel you.
Like if one of us wasn't still like holding on to it for whatever reason.
It seems like it would go really badly, but I feel like if you had your own rules and you guys like just communicate, it's always the answer to communicate.
Yeah.
Like to see you go would be the worst, and I'd feel like I was losing obviously a partner, but like a really close friend of mine.
Yeah.
Like if Sam was like, fuck you, we're over, it would be the worst.
Yeah.
And that's how I would see it.
Yeah, I totally feel you. I mean, you'd be losing a lot of your life. I mean, we're so entangled in our lives at this point, that it would be losing a lot. I mean, and it would be changing a lot too, which would be scary. I mean, we live together. You know, we have all of our finances together. We had a pet. We, you know, we know a lot about each other at this point. it would be losing a lot. So yeah, I feel you, baby. I feel you. Yeah. I'd probably be down for that.
I think it's a lot more possible than like it sounds, but I think it might also be because of who we are.
I feel you.
You know, I tend to idealize people, but I always think that people can rise above their emotions, and because when I hear something like rational, it changes my feelings about subjects, where that doesn't necessarily happen with people.
I feel you, baby.
Because and I think that comes with empathy.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, baby.
You feel me?
Yeah, I totally feel you.
But yeah.
Yeah, baby. Alrighty. Cool.
GG's.
Yeah, that was really good. Cool.
Thank you for listening to this.
Wow, 35 minutes.
What day is today?
Monday.
Oh,
Labor Day.
Monday morning podcast.
Yeah. That's Anthony, and I'm Angel.
It's Violent
and
Joy.
And that's Bella right there. Oh. She immediately jumped out of your
She jumps way high.
Thank you for watching. Bye.